good afternoon, good morning. Welcome to the Armory. Welcome to Full Time Sports Network. Welcome to Arsenal Aston Villa versus who we play? Yeah, Brad's preview. So I was dealing with my fan there. My fan was having a bit of a nightmare. I was thinking that's very good. But yeah, I hope everyone is doing well. I've got my PB with me as always. How are we doing, PB?
Yes, all good, Bobby. I mean, after a long week work-wise and the buying game, which I've actually looking back on it, I've taken quite a lot of positives out of it.
Let's be honest.
It's still open. It's still open.
Yeah, well, look, if we hadn't made two mistakes, we would have won that game. It's as simple as that. It's not even that hard. It's not. Look, they are a good team, and I said this. I've said it countless times, and I'll continuously say it. They are a very good team, but we kind of dealt with them okay, apart from making two mistakes. They didn't score
exactly
against us by themselves. We made
No.
mistakes.
So, and this is it. So yeah, I'm still I'm still feeling good about it. I'm glad in a way there's no away goals rule because we would have had to score.
Yeah.
So
true.
yeah.
That bit's level it, isn't it, as well? So we've only got to go over there and win 1-0. Job done.
Exactly.
Our defense has been pretty solid recently, anyway.
And I think our defense is better than. To be honest, I think overall, our defense is better than Bayern's. They've got a ridiculous attack, and that's second to none.
Yeah. Well, let's be honest. The Ligt was doing a two-man job.
He was exactly.
Any error Dyer made, the Ligt cleared it up.
This is it exactly. And I don't think I don't think Dyer was brilliant.
No, and obviously they've lost Davies. Guerrero is a very good player, by the way, because I did like him at Dortmund, so I know he's a good player, but he's definitely a drop off from Alfonso. So it's a little bit of a weakened defense.
Well, just so you all know, I mean, I know that the Sun and the Sunday Sport, the sport newspaper, they lie a lot, but I don't. But I heard a rumor that Alfonso Davies is flying all the way to Canada because he's missing the game to do a watch along with the one and only Moss. That could happen.
You know what that's about.
It's his biggest fan, so I'm sure he'll go and watch along.
Yeah, exactly. Big up to Mr. Chris. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well, and thanks
Chris.
Mate. My pleasure, mate. Honestly, a good look with it. Honestly, you are.
Can I just say, you know what? Everyone's bantering about yesterday, but you know something? I didn't say a word to any Liverpool fan. I haven't bantered any of them because at the end of the day, we still got to deal with our own problem first in Europe. Yep. Exactly. Why am I going to banter the six? Nah, come on, man. Let's be real here. You know what I mean?
We could all say it was a shock result because it was. No one saw that.
Yeah.
Gasperini is a very good coach. He's someone that the coaches I actually quite like in Europe, but I did not see that coming. Not at all. So big up to Atalanta as well. But Liverpool have got to go there next week, and I've seen it happen before. It can happen. We've all seen it happen. So I'm not ruling it out just yet. Temi is loving the intro as always. We must win, says Temi. 100% we must win every single game.
Temi just wants the ice cream that Saliba had because it is warm out there.
Well, Tony's going to be very busy in the summer. That's all I'm going to say because I know what Arsenal plans are in the summer. He's going to be a very busy man with the intro. Right. Good evening. Come on, you Gunners. Another one. What's he saying here? I'm Kieran and Carlos Sainz is very close to joining Mercedes. This is from the same source that said Alonso is well. Oh, okay. I'll be honest. I'm a bit disappointed in that. I like Carlos Sainz, but I just think something else. Maybe not. If we win our next 3 games, we celebrate St. Totteringham's Day at Bottleham, says Temi. I think Liverpool might actually needed that humbling and beating yesterday to kick them up the backside. A worst performance of the season. Atalanta battered us. Evening, Bobby and Brenny.
Evening, Tony. How you doing, man?
We didn't see Galiba against Bayern Munich on Tuesday. We saw Staffy.
Yeah. We did indeed. I agree with Temi, 100%, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
100%.
Saliba, that was not his best game for Arsenal at all, in my opinion.
Mm.
And it wasn't Gabriel's either. I have to be fair to both of them. I think out of the two, Temi, see what you're doing to me. Gabriel was slightly the better, but they were both poor.
That was Igor Stepanov, man. Wow.
Yeah, it was. Big up to Moss saying Saka joy.
The man.
One Nice 9-1 bet on Atalanta. What's that mean? Oh, sorry. Moss, it's not your fault. It's my fault. I was thinking the team. You're actually saying nice. So a nice 9-1, right? Betting odds. Sorry, I thought you were on about Nice. I was like, why have the French team played Atalanta? I'm like, I don't know why that happened. Sorry. Long way to go home from Bayern to Edmonton. Question: if we fade away, we did in 2022 finish 5th last year, 2nd. Do we look at Arteta? I've always said wait to the end of the season and then do work it out. At the moment, I'm enjoying it. I don't want to have to think about that just yet because I'm still enjoying it. What about you, Brenny?
Yeah, I'm the same. We haven't fallen away in the league yet. So, even if we get knocked out, I'll be by Bayern Munich. I'll be disappointed, but I'm not gonna, throw my toys out the pram because we still got the Premier League to play for.
Exactly. Thought Atalanta was shot then, but not 3-0. I don't know. I don't. Maybe a draw. I didn't see him beating them. Look, Gasperini is as I've said, one of the coaches I actually quite like.
Yeah,
he is a good coach. But I didn't see that. Look, Scamacca, let's be honest, Scamacca has been a total flop in England. Absolutely tore Liverpool apart. So it's a weird one. I think Liverpool will get through. I think they could do. Chris
they're the type of side that can go away from home and score 4 goals.
100% they are. I
know regardless of who's playing, BB, who's in the lineup.
Yeah, 100%. This is what Liverpool can do. They can literally score. Evening to Mama Flossie.
Hey, Mama Flossie, how are you?
Just stopped by to show.
Bless you.
Thank you very much, Mama Flossie.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. I was fuming last night. Gossamer the best description, but I hope we play strong team in second leg for sharpness in the league. Let's see if it affects us on Sunday. Well, that is what I think everyone's waiting for. Your reaction. Well, not your reaction, Chris. Well, your reaction would be funny, actually. But no, Liverpool's reaction to the game against Crystal Palace. That's the important thing now, isn't it? They have to react. If not, then there's a lot of Liverpool content creators that are absolutely fuming. Anyone saw that result was drinking a lot of Jack Daniels. In my opinion, Atalanta score 1, then that's it. In my opinion, I don't know because if you could, I reckon you could still beat them 4-1 and then take it to penalties.
It's just a good thing there's no away goals. So
exactly, yeah. So if anything, could actually suit Liverpool if there was away goals. But true. Anyway. Let's talk about Aston Villa, Arsenal. So head-to-heads. Played them 57 times since the Premier League started. Drawn 14 times. Arsenal have won 31 times. 17 at home, 14 away. Aston Villa have 12 wins. 6 at home, 6 away. Our recent meetings, mainly at the Emirates, really, let's be honest. Arsenal 2, Aston Villa 1, and then Arsenal 3, Aston Villa 1. I wouldn't... there was a period when it was PB, you're gonna have to remind me what year this was, but semi-finals, League Cup, they knocked us out, didn't they?
Yes. 1996 we were we were it was 2-2 in the first leg. We were 2-0 up at Highbury. And then it was 0-0, and after extra time they won on the away goals.
It's not a team I enjoy playing. I've never enjoyed playing Aston Villa, to be fair, and it's got nothing to do with my West Midlands collections. I just, I have people I know that support Villa. it's just that, yeah, I just don't like playing them. They've given me issues over the years, like Savo Milosevic, Daniel Atkinson. There's many players that have just given me nightmares at Aston Villa. And to be honest, this weekend, I can't say I'm looking forward to it still, because Ollie Watkins is on a mad one at the moment this season. So
yeah,
I'm dreading him, if I'm honest, especially if Saliba has the day that he'd had on Tuesday night, because Watkins is going to have a field day against Saliba. Anyway, form guide. This is where the bit of optimism comes in. Obviously, we all know what Arsenal done. There you go, it's there. But Aston Villa have drawn 3-3 with Brentford, lost 4-1 to Man City, beat Wolves in the local derby, drew away at West Ham, and got absolutely annihilated by Leyton Orient.
I still exactly Leyton Orient. I still don't know. How that happened. I mean, it was like
that was an Emery cock up. That was he set up the team wrong.
He did set it up wrong.
Yeah, and once you put your team up and you set them up, there's really no turning back. Really, it's like bugger, because they've trained like that all the whole week. And if you just try and go, okay, quick 4-4-2, they'll be like, yeah, but who's marking him? Who's marking? It's just a mess. So for me, and I did say this to Dermot, because I think the following game after that one, Tottenham then lost. I think, is that right?
Yeah,
they did.
I think they did.
Yeah, and because Dermot was so angry, and I says, to be fair, that Aston Villa result wasn't a true result on how Tottenham performed. It was more how bad Villa were.
Well, hey PB, you got to blame me for that result actually, because I was on my way. It was Mother's Day. I was on my way to East London, and I went on the channel for a few minutes, and I put some words in to try and encourage the Villa, but it backfired. And
no.
I know. I said that's why I'm never going on a watch along again, because whenever I seem to go on there, they always seem to win. So I'm gonna leave them alone.
Yeah, please do. Please do. Right, before we get on to the next one, next slides, we catch up what people have been saying, because I don't want to lose people too much. I was not drinking, and Boss, I guarantee. What was it? You drink the bubbly. I bet you were having too many bubblies. That's what you were drinking.
Oh, it's in bubblies, is it? Oh, dear.
Yeah.
On a Thursday.
It's these. Moss will have to explain what exactly it is, but they sound quite nice. I think it's just a Canadian drink. I don't think we can get them here, but it's like a fruit drink, like a Fanta for us or something like that.
Okay.
They sound quite nice, to be fair. Moss drinks quite a lot of those. I was
drinking them on a Thursday. You were drinking them on Thursday night and Thursday. Yeah.
And show you if. Oh no, mate. I honestly, I for me, I just wouldn't have seen it. I would not have seen it. I think everyone would have had some odds, like obviously tomorrow the Grand National for people in the UK. We all want to predict who will win, but most of us won't. We'll talk about that at the end, because I would like people to at least have a look at a specific horse, because the story behind it is beautiful, and that's the money I've put on the horse this year. Liverpool, you'll always walk alone, says Tebby. Emery will be desperate to get something at Arsenal after the way he was treated at Arsenal. Yeah, but we'll see. I'm sure he'll be desperate for it, but I can't see it happening. Mr. I have seen your team. I have starred it.
I still respect Emery.
Yeah, he's a good coach. I have no issues with it at all.
Never had issues with him.
We never wanted him. Let's be honest. We all know this.
That's right.
We never wanted him.
Yeah.
He was basically a Bruce Rioch.
Exactly. It's a shame.
It is, because we never wanted Bruce Rioch. We wanted Arsene Wenger. We couldn't get him at the time, so we got someone else, and then sacked him as soon as we could get the person we wanted. So it is what it is. Aston Villa will score, in my opinion, but Villa are poor away from home. This be more closer than Villa went to City. Yeah, sorry guys. In that Bayern match I saw last year, it wasn't great. Let's be honest. Aston Villa weakness is defensively. If Pau Torres isn't in there, then yes. But if Pau Torres is fit, I'll be honest, defense is pretty good. You'll see my 5 to watch in a minute, but Pau Torres, I think, is absolutely fantastic. Let's hope we don't fall apart like we have done the last 2 Aprils. I really did think we were past performance like those. Yeah. Never doubt just said someone must have been drinking. If anyone predicted 3-0 to Atalanta, I'm sorry, you must have a crystal ball because I can't see anyone that would have gone for 3-0 at Anfield. Nah, not for me. But the win, yes, possible. Right. I can't remember which, because it's been a while since I've done preview. Right, so these is where everybody is. So Aston Villa are actually in 5th. They've won 18, drawn 6, lost 8. Average goals scored per game is 2.06. Ours is 2.42. Average goals conceded for them is 1.53. Average goals conceded is 0.77 for us. 14 clean sheets, which is double Aston Villa's. Chances created is very close between the 2 teams, though, 2.19 and 2.13. Positive news now. Arsenal injury list. It's just Timber that is a doubt.
This is good to see.
When I say a doubt, it doesn't mean there's a good chance he'll be on the bench. It just means his injury is done. So now it's getting to match fitness and getting to the match sharpness. That's all it is now.
Yeah.
So there's no injury. The injury is fine. Now it's just getting him back, which could be there for a while, to be fair. So you might see him on there for a while. But anyway, Villa. See, Brenny will be very happy because the one person that is a booby is on this list. So you're safe. Douglas Luiz is obviously suspended. Longley is a doubt. Cash is a doubt. The former left back that is somehow a centre back now, Tyrone Mings is out. Ramsey is out. Kamara is out. And Buendia is out. So, yeah, I'll remind Brenny for later. But
who's your booby? Was it Matty Cash?
Who used to play for Ipswich? Tyrone Mings.
Okay. Yes. Of course.
And you know what? It's weird because you know how I've got this issue with fullbacks. If he put him back at left back, I'd have no issues with him. But he's a centre back. He's just rubbish centre back. I'm sorry. He's awful. But he is a good left back. I'll give him that. But yeah, he's obviously ex-Ipswich as well. So I'm always going to have an issue with him no matter what. That's just how it is with me. I can't stand them. I honestly, I'm dreading them coming up next season if they do. Because, I might be sick for that preview, to be fair. Too poorly. But anyway, let's get my 5 to watch for the Villa. Okay, we're going to start with Ollie Watkins, obviously. 18 goals, 10 assists. Incredible season. He is 28. I know a lot of Arsenal fans would love him, but you've got to understand we have a business plan. Our business plan won't be changed, really. So age-wise, he's not the greatest idea for us because we wouldn't get any value at the end of it if it didn't work out. We'd lose value, and that's what we can't do at Arsenal. But yeah, he's having a great season. I've always thought he was a good player anyway, but yeah, not for me. Leon Bailey. I love this little lad. He's quality, yeah. He's not really set the Premier League on fire, but when he has good games, he really does have good games.
That's what I mean, yeah. He's inconsistent.
He is, and that's the thing that would put me off now. Because obviously in Germany, fantastic every time. But it kind of tells you the difference between the German league and us.
That's right.
Big difference. John McGinn. Honestly, got nothing to do with it. I'm part Scottish. But no, he's phenomenal. I absolutely love watching him play. He's just a little workhorse.
He is.
He's just fantastic. I enjoy watching him. Never gives up. Got a nice Scottish attitude, which I enjoy. But yeah, I love John McGinn. Moussa Diaby, another player I think we all would have had last summer if we had the choice. Again, not set the world on fire, but he has the good games. He has some bad games, but he's got 5 goals.
He can improve.
Yeah, well, if you just look at it, he's 12 of the appearances he's made have been come off from the bench. You know, that doesn't really help any player really. If you keep coming off the bench, you need a bit of consistency with playing. And the final one, I would take him in a heartbeat. Pau Torres, incredible signing with Villa, if you think about it, because he was linked with the best of the best in the world. And no offense to Aston Villa, before anyone shoots me down, going to Aston Villa is a bit of a step down from going to. He could have gone to Barcelona, I'll be honest. United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and he goes to Villa, which is great for him. Fantastic for Villa. I don't know how they got it, but yeah, I think if the money was right, I'm sure a big club would come in for him in the summer, because I think he's great. I think that Villa defense doesn't tick properly if he's not in it, because he is great. He was great in Spain. I've still been convinced I'd sign him. Would you sign him if we could?
Yeah, I would. And what I was going to ask as well, I mean, I think this, but do you also think it's a fact that some players, what they do is, if they have the opportunity to go to a bigger club, he's probably looking at thinking, well, am I going to get game time?
Yeah,
in and out the 11, in and out, you know. So there could be that as well, because you get some footballers in the world just want to play football, and others are motivated by money, I suppose.
Well, that if that's the case, what he's done, then great, because obviously Villarreal, big club in Spain as well, pretty much always Europe, coming to it.
Oh, he played for Villarreal, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a big, for me, quite a surprise signing, to be honest, because for me, it was a bit, I don't want to sound too rude, but maybe a slight drop in quality, because obviously Villarreal are Europe pretty much all the time. Villa, not always, if you're honest.
So he played under Emery at Villarreal then?
Yeah, he would have done, yeah.
That's the key, isn't it? There you go, it's the manager.
Yeah, the link. Yeah. Look, because everyone does respect Emery. I do as well. I still think he's a great coach. It just didn't work with us.
It's like that story, Dermo. If you're listening, this is a true story, isn't it? That Gary Lineker only signed for Spurs because it had nothing to do with playing in North London derby and signing for Spurs. It's because of Terry Venable. Just want to get that out there.
Yeah, I agree. Before I get into the battles, let's have a look. Sometimes it feels like we are doing ourselves a disservice by seeing Tottenham as our rivals instead of Chelsea. I'll be honest, I don't think either of them are our rivals right now.
A few years ago, I would have said, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Rivals.
Well, I don't think either of them are, if I'm honest.
No.
Sorry, but I just don't. I see Liverpool and Man City as our rivals because they're the ones that are pushing us. I don't see anyone else. Sorry. Big up to Mr. JJ. Big up everyone, and Chris. I was waiting for you to come in and do this. Obviously, for people that don't know, Chris was quite harsh on Lavelle, and Lavelle scored winning goal midweek for Carlisle. It's like Carlisle issue there between JJ and Chris. C. Pennant is now anti-Arsenal because we got rid of him. Oh, didn't. I haven't seen that, to be fair. And I'll be honest, I really don't care about him. He's not someone. He's not someone that I go, I think he could have had a better career. I don't think he could, to be honest. What did we pay? £2 million from, was it Notts County?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Never worked out. For me, never looked like he had the potential either. Was that a Wenger signing?
It was.
Yeah. Some just didn't work out, people, let's be honest. That one really didn't. If we can win at Tottenham and United, we win the league. In my opinion,
I think we can.
Yeah. In my opinion, I think we could. He's said the dirty word. Right. So he went to Ipswich once to watch Ipswich play Forest in the opening day of 94-95. Mate's dad was an Ipswich fan. Commiserations.
He would have seen Chris Kawamia was playing.
Yes. Yeah. True.
He weren't with us yet, so yeah.
Yeah. Chris, back to it. Temi has put his steam in, and he has done what I love him doing, so I can't wait for that. My 5 to watch is Peter White for Mortimer.
Peter with. Nigel Spink.
Oh dear. Ipswich back when the shed end was a shed. Yeah, how times have changed for Chelsea. Apparently, we're not looking for a striker because of Havertz, but looking for a young striker to build. Absolute rubbish. Who the heck has said that? Tony, you're gonna have to let me know who said that, because that is absolute rubbish. No, that ain't happening. Look, we've been very impressed by Havertz, but at the end of the day, I've said it on all our watch-alongs. If we had our number 9, that chance is away. That chance is away. That chance is away. We would have scored way more goals than we've already had by now. And that's not having a dig at Havertz. Havertz is gap filling at the moment and doing a very good job of it. But I
mean, I agree. I do agree, Bobby. It's like if you give Havertz 7 chances, he'll probably bury 2 of them.
Yeah, 100%. But look. I don't know where these people talk this. Honestly, people just they love what I call clickbait. I can't stand it. It does me head in. Get your information correct first before you pump it out. Emery lost the dressing room, couldn't control the big head, so his own fault. I wouldn't say he lost the dressing room. He couldn't gain the dressing room due to the fact his English at that time was atrocious. So that didn't help, but we never wanted him. We all know this. Just like we didn't want Chris. No, not Chris. I was about to say Chris. No, I was going to say Chris Cromwell then. Bruce Rioch. Sorry, that's in my own head. We never wanted Chris Cromwell. Me just goes to win the go. Okay, you two are back and forth. I'll leave you to it. Pennant problem. Well, there's quite a few problems with Mr. What Tom? Oh, I know you.
Tom Cannon.
It's a slight spelling mistake, but I know he's on about. We'll see. Gemma Collins, that's harsh. Right, I can't know what you two are talking about. His Bobby is English. No, to be fair, it's not got much better, but you can imagine how bad it was back then. He's had English lessons now.
It's not. It's not as good. I mean, it's not as bad as it was then.
Temi's giving me nightmares here with the alternative team. We'll come up to that, though. Right, let's get into the battles. Right, so the first battle is obviously the bouncer. Obviously, ours is Declan Rice. Theirs is John McGinn. Total duels won per game is 5.4. You can see why I like him, because he's just hard working constantly. I love him.
Oh yeah, workhorse. Yeah.
He is. Passing accuracy for our goalkeepers is 70% for Raya. Martinez, we all knew this, so it's not a shock. Martinez is great with his feet, 82%. Blah, blah. Let's move on. But he has prevented some goals this season. He's had a decent season. But I'm pretty sure we're going to try and wind him up this weekend, I'm sure. Right. Weirdly, they've both got the same goal scorer and the high assist player, just like we have. So obviously it's Ollie Watkins with the assists with 10 goals, 18. His goal conversion though is pretty impressive. He's 1 in 5, so that's pretty good, to be fair, for Ollie. I still think it could just be a purple patch season, but he's having a great season. I'm ready for him. Saka, obviously, look, the fact that we're still getting goals, which is great. Imagine us with a number 9 now, much better, and that's why I am very excited by
Definitely.
9 coming in. Right, let's take that off and get ready for your chosen squads. There is quite a few of them again, so we're going to try and go through them as quick as possible. But here we go. Right, I think I have managed to put yours first, Brenny. But there is, as you can see, the list of names is ridiculous. The amount of people.
Wow!
So Barry, Ben, Mark A, Luke H, Dominic, Mikhail, Tom, the silver one, Brenny, Brezzy, G Talks have all gone with this lineup. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. Now, Brenny, you are going to be the spokesman for everybody.
Yes, indeed. well, again, I thought, you know what? It's we drew the other night. We never lost, and I think this gives this the opportunity as well for Saliba Gabriel to basically just to get back to basics and how well they've been in the Premier League. You know, we're at home, of course. Ben White, I've got no problems with. He's been absolutely brilliant. You know, for me, he's probably in the top 5 at the moment. From in my opinion, you know, in terms of performances this season, the consistency as well that he's brought. Tomiyasu, it's a no-brainer. He needs minutes, and he needs, for me, he needs to play for me with Bayern Munich coming up. Zinchenko, I didn't want to go with Zinchenko because what it is with Zinchenko is that he does frustrate. Even though we'd like to. For me, I always think he's not a left back. You know, you'd rather see him in midfield, but it's just that sometimes he shows quality, and he wasn't bad. Because me and you, we even said he wasn't that bad Tuesday against Bayern Munich. So Tomiyasu, Partey needs minutes, and I think this is a game. I think this will be a perfect game for him. Really, as long as he's with Rice and Odegaard, I think he'll be fine. And hopefully, you know, he can just get over get the rustiness out of the way. You know, he definitely needs a game because for me, I would still bring Jorginho back for the game against Munich in the second leg, and you know, and then also with Saka, Martinelli, Havertz, that's a no-brainer because I feel that our trump cards as well. Two trump cards, I would, you know, for getting through the Bayern Munich side would be Jesus and Trossard, and I would bring them off the bench on Sunday.
Yeah,
and then for me, it's a case of I feel if we were to start them, you know, we could start them against Bayern Munich. So that's why I wouldn't play those. I wouldn't start those two, even though I think they would. I think they would do well against Villa, but I just thought, got to and Havertz needs a big performance as well.
Yeah,
I feel, and I think he can deliver. So it's just about. I think this will be me. I think that's the perfect lineup to, you know, just get more confidence into lads because morale is not. We know morale is not. It's not low. So I think that's the perfect side to bounce back.
I agree. What are you going to give it as a score, mate?
I am going to give this. I'm going to give it. I'm going for an 8.
I agree with that. Right. Let's move on to the next one. Stuart, Susanna, Lee, Miguel, Albert, Claire, James H, and DWTT have gone with this lineup. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. So it's literally just a change of Havertz and Jesus for this one. What are you going to give this one?
8 as well.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Right. Let's move on to Steve, B, Andy, AO, Lee, D, and Moss. They've gone on Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, Jesus. So now Trossard's now on the left. So what are you going to give that one, mate?
That's going to be... That'll be an 8.
And an 8. I have seen Canners in the chat, so big up to Canners. Sorry, mate, I'm on a different screen at the moment, so I will bring up your comment at the end of these teams. But big up to you, mate. Hope you're doing well.
Canners, big up indeed.
Right, let's move on to Karen, Romain, Ken, Nicolas, Matt H, and Satvik. They've gone with Raya White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, and Havertz. What are you giving that one?
7, because I feel it's still a strong side, good enough to deal with Villa.
Yeah. Right. I know what's coming up now. So I'm preparing myself because it made me a little bit sick when I had to write this up. So you can see who's going to come up in the team sheet. I can't believe that someone went with this. Oh, right. Here we go. Here we go. Jordan.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Yeah.
what's Jorginho, Rice, and Odegaard doing in that lineup?
I kind of get it. Like rest White because White was so important on Tuesday. Resting, but there's Tommy Asu. Like seriously,
Yeah.
I'd have Walters. I'll have Ramsdale trained as a right back. I don't care anyone other than this dude. Oh God. I thought I'd never have to see his name again, to be honest, because he wasn't even on the suspension at Bayern Munich.
No. This man's not the player he was a few years ago. I just don't understand what happened. No. I really don't.
Yeah, but anyway, Jordan has done it, so I'm going to go for it. Raya, Cedric, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Jesus. -10.
Oh, yeah. You see, the thing is, right? If that was the case, if Cedric was to start, I wouldn't put him in against the pace of Villa.
No,
I just wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it seriously. It's just for this. But we're at home. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just gonna have to be a 6.
Because it's a good job I'm not scoring it this week.
No, you know what it is. It's because and if Cedric had a run of games, it was okay. Then I would say it. But nah, not against Villa, man. You know what I mean? It's like no disrespect, but you'd start Cedric against Chester. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, but
I see Terry's comment in the chat there saying Cedric is a star player legend if you ask me.
Yeah, the entertainer. He did well with Bernie Mac, rest in peace, and Steve Harvey and DL Hughley. That was great. That was.
Oh, right. Let's quickly move on so I can get rid of this picture. Steve, Paul D, Karoon, and Ken S have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Jorginho, Rice, Odegaard, Jesus on the right, Martinelli, and Havertz. What would be rating that one?
8.
Awesome stuff. Right, I'm going to quickly move on so I can get rid of that one. Excellent. Right, Sam, Lorraine, TJ.
Sorry, I was just shuddering there. You know what I mean? It was a shudder. It's like, it's kind of like the time when Bart and Lisa about, come on, kids, it's time to pad his feet. You know what I mean? I feel better now.
Good. Yeah, so do I. Raya, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior. So this I have no issues with resting White and having Tommy at right back. I've got no problems with that.
No, likewise.
Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Jesus, Trossard. So what we're going to give that one?
Well, Odegaard proved that he could play the number 8.
Yeah.
Smith Rowe, if he's allowed to do what he's allowed to do, I think he'd have a good game if he was selected.
Yeah.
I've got no problems with Kivior, but for me, I'll go with a solid 7.
Okay. Oh, apologise. Right, let's move on to the next one. Matt, Chris, Neil, M, Florence, Sean, and John have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, Jorginho, Odegaard, Fabio Vieira, Jesus, Trossard, and Havertz. What are you going to give that one?
6.
Why 6? Is that because of Fabio as well?
Fabio, he needs. I mean, he's not had a run of games, has he?
Yeah, true. Yeah,
You
like,
know.
he coming cold again, isn't he?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not doubting his ability because you see, for
yeah,
me, Fabio Vieira. I've said this already. He's not a bad player,
no, he's
but
not.
the Premier League's not for him. And also for me, if I had to play him, I would play him in the 10. I
Yep.
wouldn't play him on the right. I wouldn't play him on the left. You know, and yeah, it'd have to be. No, in fact, you know what? It'd be a 7. Be a 7.
Okay. All right, mate.
Yeah, it's got to be a 7.
Okay. Right, let's move on to the next one. Carlos, Ruth, Tim, and Tom have gone with Raya, Tomiyasu, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz.
Mm. 8.
And 8.
I do like this one, yeah.
Let's move on to Holly, Michael, Will, Anthony, and Neil. Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Jesus, and Havertz.
Yeah, that's an 8 as well.
That's another 8. Awesome stuff. Right, we've got Tony, Hugo, John, Colin, Andrew, and Paul have gone Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, and Trossard. We're going to give that one. I don't think this is anything to do with they dropping Rare for like form or anything. I think it's just
no, not at all. Yeah. Yeah, because it's sort of like, but obviously Ramsdale feels a better shot stopper, but Rare's got something more. But like I said,
yeah.
I don't mind both keepers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would go. For me, that's an 8.
An 8. Awesome stuff. Let's go with Mohammed's, Perry, Boo, Zaina, Tolly, and Mark S. Ramsdale, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kivior, Party, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Nelson, and Jesus.
I know Perry. If that's you, Perry Groves, I'm gonna have to give this a 7.
Okay.
We all live in a Perry Groves world.
I think these are the final 2. Yeah. So we got Kelly, Mark, Juliet, Mehmet, Patrick, Richard, and Luke have gone with Raya, White, Saliba, Gabriel, Tomiyasu, Rice, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, Saka, Trossard, and Jesus.
Strong back 5. Declan Rice. Oh yes. Odegaard can play the 8. Smith Rowe. 8.
8. Awesome stuff. And finally, Jonas, Tristan, Robert, Max, Jack, Takahiro, and Cole have gone with Raya, White, Tommy. Just because I'm reading off my sheet here. Sorry. Saliba, Gabriel, Party, Rice, Odegaard, Saka, Trossard, and Havertz. So what we're giving that one?
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10. Awesome stuff. That should be all the teams. I can't go to the next screen because that is to do with a challenge. Right. Right. Let's get into the comments because they've built up. I do apologise, people. It's a bit of a pain when I'm on a different screen. Where we are. Okay. Going to be massive pressure on both Liverpool and Arsenal on Sunday, with City expected to beat Luton and go top.
True.
Yeah, true. Are they playing them at home? City playing Luton at home. I think they are, aren't they? I think they've done the away game.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think that could quite be quite a big scoreline, if I'm honest. Don't want to be too mean to Luton, but I've got a horrible feeling that could be a 5 or 6. Martinez to score with a header. You could just, could happen. Would you take Ollie Watkins at Arsenal? No, for his age. Quality player, but not for his age. What about you, PB?
Yes, I would. Yeah, I would take him. I'll definitely take him.
What do you think about Brentford rumoured to have dropped Tony's price to 30 to 40 million? Correct. That is what they should have done in the first place. He's only got 1 year on his contract. I don't think he's going to sign a new contract, unlike what Raya did, where Raya actually signed a new contract to keep his price to help Brentford out a little bit. and Arsenal as well, kind of. But yeah, I've been saying to someone offline that take away Tony's penalties. Does he actually get many goals? That's the thing with Tony. For me, he's nowhere near an £80 million player. Nowhere near. But yeah,
I think he would score a lot of goals. Sorry, PB. I think he would score a lot of goals in an Arsenal side.
I think he would, yeah. But because what the price tag is normally to do with what he's achieved so far, and what he's achieved so far isn't that much. Because I remember when Newcastle signed him, then they had to loan him out. Because don't forget, he actually signed for Newcastle quite a few years ago.
I know. And then he went to Peterborough, I think it was. Yeah.
So he was caught quite young, didn't work out, and ended up going back down the leagues, which obviously gave him the confidence and a bit of the attitude as well, if I'm honest. But yeah, he's not an £80 million. Never was. I'll get his rating out there now. 3. I still blame him for the mistake and diving 5 minutes before Kane took a penalty. I think rest Havertz, he will be more important for Bayern. 100. He's definitely going to be important for the Bayern game. He showed it on Tuesday. I thought it was very, very important. And when
I have a feeling he'll start.
What, this weekend?
I have a feeling Arteta will start.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm going to go for a crazy one. I think we'll start Jesus next Wednesday because he caused an absolute riot when he came on. They couldn't handle him. And if you think about it, De Ligt and Dyer, they're very tall. Dyer's crap. De Ligt is right. So you get Jesus on there, make Dyer turn into some kind of spaghetti noodle. We've got a chance. So yeah, big up to Canners saying need to play Party for 70 minutes on Sunday in preparation for Wednesday. We need Party to stop the speedsters of Munich. Jorginho could
agree.
We needed either Party or Rice at the base.
And could I say I 100% agree with Canners there, right?
Yeah.
Big up to you as well, Canners. I agree with him 100% because I just feel that Arteta will start Jorginho with Rice and Odegaard on Wednesday. For me, Party will always Party. I'm a big Party fan.
I know.
But Party does need minutes on against Villa, and because I would play him, on Wednesday night. I think he's a vital cog in that midfield, but it's just what Party are we going to get?
Exactly. Yeah, totally agree. Big up the host. Great show as per usual. Thank you, Canners. We miss you, mate.
Thanks, man.
Hope you can join us soon. Canners is
100%.
Boy, says Mr. Fulbrook. I think it is a risk starting Tomiyasu, Party, and Martinelli all in the same lineup. Tomiyasu hasn't started a game since returning from his latest injury, and Party and Martinelli look far off it. Chris is like, I can't remember. Did I say something funny? I'll be honest, I don't know. Oh, it might just do with Cedric, to be fair. But
could have been.
We need to play Party to put him in the shop window. We'll get into transfer talk at the end of the season, but it's going to be a busy summer if the current plans all pan out. It's going to be a very busy summer. Very busy. Regarding Jordan's team seat, Cedric. No, I give Jordan's team a good 9. Jesus deserves to play. Come on, guys. Arsenal rather have Cedric from Harry Potter. Yes, Mr. Diggory. Yes, Robert Pattinson, as if people don't know who he is. I hope to see you, Chris, at final home game versus Wickham and final game away to Derby. No, thanks, JJ. I love you too. I'll still feel baffled by Raya being better than Ramsdale. His passing isn't that great. It's not. And his savings aren't that good. Look, I don't do the stat comparison to have a knock at Raya, but I'm just stating that there are better out there still. I think Raya will definitely become a permanent signing, but I think if there was an opportunity out there that came up, a bit like what happened last summer. Obviously, Havertz no one expected Havertz to be sold by Chelsea until he was. So let's look at a couple of goalkeepers across Europe. You've got Magnan at AC Milan. If he was to become available, I'd snap him up. I know that Ozzy Guna absolutely loves Donnarumma. Again, if he came up available, I'm sure that we would definitely be interested in him.
Oh, he's a great keeper.
Exactly, and good with his feet. There isn't that many out there, unfortunately. That's the problem. But yeah, I love you too. See, Emma Hayes did a Cantona when asked about. Trust me, it's mad. Big up to Gunnar King who's watching.
Gunnar King, what's happening, bro?
I knew people could text from over there. Our X views lately have been crazy. So big up to Gunnar King that's watching on X. I'm
100%.
I'm going to try and do TikTok this weekend with the watch along. I'm going to try. I've looked into it. It's possible. So hopefully I might also do TikTok this weekend as a watch along as well. So it could be quite fun. But big up to Mr. Gunnar King saying he wants Gyökeres. So do I, mate. Tony will go to the Spuds. It wouldn't shock me if he goes to United, if I'm honest. Bobby on the mic about Tony then dropped. Yes, mate, I can't. I just don't get the price tag. It really does frustrate the heck out of me. Tony thinks he's better than he is, and he's arrogant and will cause issues in dressing room.
I think he would.
When teams scout players, there is also a what they call a mental assessment done as well, which is more to do with the type of character he is. And him, along with a couple of other strikers that are well wanted across Europe, they are big no-nos for certain teams. I'm not going to name names, but there are certain strikers that aren't wanted by certain teams because of their arrogance, because of their issues. They're just a pain. And some managers just don't want that. They like a nice, controlled environment, and he would cause issues. Currently, it sounds like Brenny's watching the bill. Big up to DWTT. Come on, you got us.
Hey, DWTT.
Big up to you, mate. Right. It is now definitely time for the challenge. And it's been quite a while since we've done one of these, and it's just a normal one.
This must be my 60th one, eh?
I don't know how many you've done, mate. Should have counted them, shouldn't I? But anyway, let's get on to the challenge. First of all, making sure you guys can actually see the lineup on here. You can. Right. So for people that don't know, it's 6 from the Arsenal, 5 from the Aston Villa. You go with the home advantage with the formation. So luckily for us, it's ours. So it is our usual formation. So Brenny, you want to start with the Villa players first?
I shall indeed.
Who are we going with first then?
Going to go with Pau Torres.
Okay, I'll just put him as a centre back. It don't really matter where he goes.
Yeah.
Like that in it. Here we go. It's going to be a pain. There he is. Pau Torres. Cool. Right. Next one, please, mate.
So there's no bibbies for a bibby. You know, when you talk about Bobby Boobies, I keep thinking about hello.
I'll tell you what, my 10-year-old son absolutely loves watching that with me.
Absolutely. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Renee,
what are you doing? You stupid woman. Can't you see I put a bet on Marseille to beat Paris Saint-Germain? Okay. Lucas, the Frenchman. Is he still injured? The left back.
Digne.
Yeah, Digne. Yeah. Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to be in there.
Okay, so your third player, please.
Douglas Lewis, he's not a doubt, is he? Oh no, he can't play.
Yeah,
He's suspended there.
Yeah.
Okay, Yuri Tielemans, please. I've always liked Tielemans.
Okay, where do you want to put him?
He can be in the DM spot, please.
DM. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Tielemans is in there. Your fourth player, please.
Ollie Watkins up top.
Yeah. Okay. Ollie Watkins, and then your fifth and final player, please.
Martinez in goal.
Okay. I do have a feeling you might have gone with the same lineup that someone else has gone with, I think. Because that sounds very similar. Anyway, let's see what the Arsenal players, because maybe they might differ there. Right.
Okay.
Right back. Mr. Benjamin White, I'm guessing.
Yeah, gotta be.
Your final centre back.
It's got to be Gabriel. Still the informed one we have.
Yes, indeed. Your two midfielders.
Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard.
Okay. Keeps going up to the top. There we go. So we'll put him in now. Mr. Odegaard. On the right, Saka.
Saka. Yep.
And who on the left?
Do you know what? On the left, I'm going with Trossard.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. Hit some form recently. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Here is Brenny's team. So you got Martinez in goal, White, Gabriel, Pau Torres, Digne, Tielemans, Odegaard, Rice, Saka, Watkins, Trossard.
That's a 10.
That's what I'm kind of umming and ahhing about, yeah, because I can't see much of a weakness. Yeah, it's a 10, mate. I can't not give that a 10. There's nothing wrong with that, because I guarantee if you're playing Championship Manager or Football Manager or whatever football game you're playing, you would be quite happy with that team. And I'm sure that will challenge.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So Brenny gets a 10. Right. Let's take that off. Let's see, because I've got a funny feeling yours team matches someone else's. Yes. George went with your team. Is it? Oh no, he went with Saliba instead of Gabriel.
Saliba.
I'm going to have to give that a 10 now as well, because it's literally just one change, isn't it? So George can have to get a 10 because it's just one change. Right, what's William got with? Martin on the left, McGinn. Yeah, I've got no issues with that either. Everyone's getting a 10. This is what happens when you're up against a good team. Like, if Villa are a good team, you've got to knock them. You're going to get 10s. If you think about it cleverly enough, you can get 10s. I think there are team players in there that I may have gone, not so sure about. But yeah, that was well done. Well done.
That was a good one.
Let's see what people are saying. Right, Tony did himself with that tweet about, yeah. I'll be honest with that, didn't help. Chris has gone with a challenge team as well. So I will score those after we've scored the other things. Right. So Raya White, this is obviously his starting lineup. So Raya White's Rice, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli. From what I can remember, Brenny would give that an 8. Is that right, mate?
Yeah.
Temmie's team, Raya White. Tomiyasu, Rice, Partey, Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, Martinelli. I'd say that was an 8 as well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what it is, people. If you think about it, because I will never put any player that's current on the back of my shirt, but I promise when Gabriel and Saliba retire at Arsenal, I'm tempted to put Saliba on the back of a shirt. I'll be honest.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I wouldn't mind
I
either.
think that's awesome. I think Gleeman's awesome. It's going to stay in my head forever. That is. I love it. Thank you, Temi. Right, Temi's also done the challenge team. We'll come up to that because I know he's also decided to try and raise my heart, my blood pressure, with this. Oh, jeez. Right, Flapsdale. Yeah, said, oh God, Senderos, Giroud, Van de Traore, Danielson, injured Wilshere.
I like the way you put injured Wilshere in.
Yeah, because good quality Wilshere, I'm having it. But injured Wilshere, Kim Kohlstrom, Javinho, Miyashi, jeez, and Sonogo. We win 3-0. Maybe against Dorking Wanderers, maybe. But definitely not against anyone in the Premier League. That's for certain. My God. Right. God. Yeah, some of those are just painful to even remember. Right. Challenge teams. Let's have a look. Temi has gone with Martinez, White, Pau Torres, Gabriel, Tomiyasu. McGinn, Rice, Odegaard, Bailey, Saka, Watkins. Okay, the only reason I'm going to say this, and I don't want to be mean, it's a 9, because for me, Tomiyasu isn't an out left back. That's the only reason. I'm very harsh when it comes to people on the left back and right backs. So for me, I'd have to mark it down just for that. But very good attempt. But yeah, Tomiyasu, just not a proper left back for me. What's Chris done here? Chris, sorry, Chris, you've done the same as well. Oh, sorry, mate. But yeah, it's just literally just because Tomiyasu is not a proper out left back. I'm very harsh on fullbacks. Any other position, I'm not that harsh on, but fullbacks, your job is to be a left back, so be a left back. He's good at it, but there has been games where we've seen, obviously, being Arsenal fans, we've seen Tomiyasu not being able to handle being a right back or a left back. Same as Kivior, in all honesty as well. There's been certain games they just clearly don't look like a left back or a right back. So yeah, I'm just very harsh. I'm sorry, especially when it happens to be fullbacks. Watkins wouldn't score that many goals and assists for big elite clubs. For me, I see him more of a winger, in my opinion. Yes, if we were to sign him, I'd love to see him on the left. I know that means no Martinelli, but honestly, I think him on the left, my God, you imagine Saka's goals and assists that he gets, Watkins' goals and assists, and then a striker. My God, that would be like
that'd be tremendous.
Yeah. I would never want Watkins as a striker. I'll be honest. I think he's brilliant on the left. I used to watch him at Brentford, so my alternative seems Cedric and his family members. I've got nothing about him. It's him as an Arsenal player. You know, him personally, he's probably a very nice guy. But he just, I can't wait for him to leave. I don't really rate Digne. They can get better. He's a proper left back, though. That's the thing.
That's exactly.
Yeah, that's the only reason. 9 is still a good score, isn't it, Brent? Let's be honest. 9 is still a good
of course
score.
it is.
How come Martinez isn't the auto foul for his antics and unnecessary comments about leaving Arsenal? Because he's got a chip on his shoulder, isn't he? Let's be honest. But he is a good goalkeeper. That's what saved him. If he was a crap goalkeeper and has that attitude, he would be a Bobby Booby.
That's the thing. You can't deny his talent regardless of what he said, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Right. I've just realised I've chopped my pen and paper away, but I need to do predictions. So I need to get my pen and paper back. I know Tony went with 1-1 earlier. See, my memory's not that bad. Brenny, predictions for this weekend. What are you going with?
2-1. I think we'll win, but I also think that some of the players may have Bayern Munich in the mind. I know Arteta will be saying to them, "Nah, let's focus on this game."
Yeah, true. What's Brenny saying? Brenny said it's a good score because he got 10.
That's right. That's right. That's right, Mr. Fulbrook. That's right. Never had a 10 before. You know?
Right, so M is back at home. She's got a blood infection, so she's getting better. Hopefully, there's a massive improvement in the next couple of days. But yeah, she's better. She's here. She's managed to sleep a bit better now, so that's always a positive. But yeah, thank you ever so much for everybody's kind words as well towards Em. Really appreciate it. Sammy has gone with a 4-1 to the Arsenal. Hang on, here we go. Martinelli returns with 2. Saka and then Odegaard screamer, but we concede. I'll take that. For that, if I'm honest. Right, because I was quite close with the Bayern game. I did predict 3. I did say it was going to be a high scoring game, 3-2, 4-3 type game. And to be fair, if we got that penalty, it would have been 3-2. Oh God. Watkins will score. Now, does he score 1 or 2? I think he might score 2, but I think we'll score 3 or 4. So I'm going to go with. I don't want it because I'm the one doing the damn watch along. 3-2 to the Arsenal. That's what I'm going with. Yeah.
Okay.
So, people, if you're watching back on repeat or whatever you call it on my knees, I don't know what it is. Poppy never. It's so much. It's so much pressure because currently I have been on quite a good roll with predicting. I've been quite close with some of them. The Brighton game, I did 3-1. It was 3-0. I predicted the Bayern game nearly. I got that spot on because I said it was either 3-2 or 4-3 to one of the two teams. If that penalty was given, it would have been 3-2. So it feels like a lot of pressure on me at the moment because I'm getting quite close. Luke is going with a 3-1. I like that one. I prefer that one, if I'm honest. Temmie's and Luke's I quite like. Arsenal 3-1. Villa also have you. Yeah, that's true. They've got to play Leverkusen, haven't they, next week?
I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah, to be
fair.
No,
not Leverkusen. That's West Ham, isn't it?
Oh, was that West Ham? Who Villa?
Yeah. I think they won last night in their conference league. I think they were playing Lille. Lille. Yeah.
Oh, God.
So they got to go away, innit? Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go Lille. Yeah, they're just about beaten, didn't they, at Villa ground?
I think it was 2-1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because West Ham got Leverkusen, yeah. Crikey. But yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that, to be fair. That's something, yeah, because we're obviously saying that we've got one thing on our mind, so yeah, to be fair. Okay, I'm going to change mine to 4-2. Sorry. Yeah, I'm changing mine to 4-2. BX, big up to BX saying 2-1 to the Gunners. Big up to BX. Luke's 3-1. BX has gone with 2-1. Chris said 4-1 to Liverpool last night, but we move on. You know what I'm going to do, Chris? I'm just going to leave it there just for a couple of more seconds. I'm only joking. Only predictions I get right are Carlisle and F1 these days. No offense, Chris, and you know me about F1. That is not that hard to predict. Verstappen will win. Unless he car breaks down. That's pretty much it now. That's better, Bobby. Bobby changed his plan. Well, I'll be honest, I forgot Villa had Europe as well. It's not that I don't rate that competition. I just forgot. My bad. But yeah, it's interesting. But guys, really appreciate it. So this weekend what have I got? I've got 2 games. I've got the Bournemouth versus United game tomorrow. And then obviously Sunday, we're doing Aston Villa, but then we've got the instant match reaction, which I'll be doing as well. I'm going to try and do it on TikTok, both games as well. I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm going to see. So if you are on TikTok, it'll be interesting because I don't know if it works. Because I've seen other content creators do watch-alongs, but they don't. You know how my setup is. They don't. Their setup has all of a sudden disappeared. Yeah. So I'm hoping to take my setup over to TikTok. That's what I'm hoping. Hoping it works. If not, it's going to look really weird because I'm rabbiting on when obviously I'm talking to Colm or Dermot or whoever is joining me tomorrow. It's going to look a bit weird. We just sat there with nothing on the screen, but we'll see. Hopefully it works. Brenny, my wonderful PB, thank you for coming on. Where can they find you?
Welcome, mate. Welcome. Yeah, thank you for having me on as always. Yes, you can find me on X and also there's going to be past Arsenal versus Aston Villa content from tonight. Give that a look over. Some good memories there, some great goals. I'll be going back into the 70s with that. So there'll be plenty of videos. And also, you can find me on Instagram. And I still haven't got to grips with the TikTok content yet, but I will try and do something with regards to that. So it'll just be some classic action that I'll put on there as well.
Excellent stuff. Cheers, mate. But yeah, TikTok's a bit of a minefield. I'll be honest. I don't really do anything on it. There's a couple of videos that I did. One went like crazy because it was when Ronaldo was leaving United. I did it, and there was like 200,000 views on something because it was just quite funny at the time. It was the Tom Cruise movie, where he's in the Navy. What's it called? He was in.
Well, an Officer and a Gentleman was. You're talking about A Few Good Men.
That's the one. So it was a scene from that, and it was between Ten Hag and Ronaldo. It was a bit of a scene, and I put the voices onto their faces. It was quite funny. Yeah. That hit TikTok pretty bad. But no, hopefully I'm going to try and do TikTok with the watch long because it'll be interesting to get some more viewers. And to be honest, this stream today has nearly hit 100. So appreciate everyone. I know everyone's not watching on YouTube nowadays. I get it. People can watch it on multiple ways now. And X seems to be our multiple choice because everyone loves us on X now because they literally watch us non-stop, and I love it. Appreciate it all. Yeah. But guys, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Enjoy your weekend. If you're going to have no football, definitely enjoy it. But yeah, guys, I'm out of here. Speak to you later. Bye-bye.
All the best. Take care.